Tonight, after President Trump's namesake son, Donald Jr., tweeted an email chain in which he said he'd love to see damaging information that the Russians may have had about Hillary Clinton. So WBZ political analyst John Keller is joining us here tonight on this, and no question about it, this was a surprising move.
Yeah, to say the least, Paula. And by far, the most common question I've heard about all this today is why on earth did Donald Trump Jr. release these explosive emails? Well, that seems like an easy one to answer. He knew the New York Times was about to release a story about the emails. There it is. And as a recent Forbes magazine article on the golden rules of PR crisis management notes, being proactive, transparent, and getting ahead of the story are at the top of the list, Paula. So I think he had a clear motive there.
So he was trying to get out in front of this.
Right.
And another question that we're hearing from viewers is, did he, though, admit to doing anything illegal in the emails?
Well, that is definitely a matter of debate right now in legal circles, and it really comes down to how you interpret the federal law barring campaign donations by foreign nationals. Now, that can include, quote, money or another thing of value. Some say campaign dirt on Hillary Clinton fits that bill, but others argue that interpretation would criminalize all sorts of fairly standard campaign behavior, including of former Clinton advisors' alleged meetings with Ukrainian officials last year in a search for anti-Trump dirt. So I'm not sure anyone in the end wants that interpretation to take hold.
Sure. And one more question. In an unprecedented year, today you could feel a different reaction.
Yeah.
Why was this such a political bombshell?
Well, you know, that term is often overused, but I think in this case it fits. These emails blow up months of flat-out denials by President Trump and others close to him of this type of interaction between the Trump campaign and Russian operatives. They put that activity right inside Trump Tower, involving one of the president's closest family members. The president and his allies can't write this one off as fake news. Instead, they've got a lot of explaining to do. I've been watching some of them try to do it on network cable news during the day-to-day. They're not doing a very good job of it so far.
The most significant thing seems to be no tweet from the president defending his son, just avoiding it altogether.
Cone of silence. Well, hopefully for him, he's getting good legal advice and taking it.
All right, John Keller, thanks so much. David?